No, it's pouring a lot. That's why I feel like everyone's here too. So that's the main thing. Everyone get here to learn each other, and everyone help each other grow. And, I'm happy Vaughn's here too, because I knew Vaughn for a long time, and just him being back here and a guy that knows the playbook, everything like that. Guys can help me a lot too.
Right now, being around the other guys, seeing the level of talent that's in our room, I feel ecstatic about what we can really be. It's Super Bowl or bust. I think that was part of my decision in coming here.
Welcome on in, Cincinnati. Happy to have you, Who Dey Nation. I want to briefly give you guys a little bit of a recap of what's happening. Yesterday was day one of the mandatory mini camps, and there are some news, some things, some drama, rumors that have come out and about that I just want to kind of put to rest. Some involving Joe Burrow and him having 2 back-to-back days off, or at least yesterday he didn't practice, but then today he didn't throw. So I'm going to give what I believe to know about that portion. I need to talk about Geno Stone and Sheldon Rankins. I want to give a little bit of a defensive recap with this off-season signings that we did. I think we did a really good job of replacing and adding on talent. And then I just want to talk about the future and what I see us as in just this 2024 season. I think this is going to be an appropriate season for us to kind of get our hopes up and kind of ride every game to the end and understand that we have a good, solid, deep group of guys, that are really ready to make things happen. And, the first thing I really want to go into is the Joe Burrow news. So there's all these reports. Zach had to kind of question it late afternoon on Tuesday, but it seems as if that's nothing to worry about. They have said that every single week of practices, every single week of the OTAs, that they were giving Joe Burrow 1 day off out of practice per week. So he's not doing anything. He's staying home, doing rehab, getting his nose in the playbook a little bit, watching film, but him not being on the practice field. So that day was on Tuesday, yesterday. He didn't practice at all. Now, today, he came out to practice. He was at practice, but he didn't throw. And according to a lot of sources, this is the very, very first, trend of Zach giving Joe rest that this has ever happened. Personally, I think it's hogwash. If anything, it's just giving Joe an extra day. And I just hate how the news wants to take every single thing that we do and just try to paint it in a very tainted, disgusting light of, oh my gosh, he might have a serious injury, or wow, he must have re-aggravated his wrist and everything looks bad and terrible now. And it's just like, guys, I just want that crap to stop so bad. And as a Bengals fan, I saw a guy said it in the comments. Oh yeah, also, there were no RFF Bengals questions or statements, guys. I'll have them. I'll put them up there on the screen. Just send them in. Put it in the comments. And what the comments said, it kind of pretty much allude to this, theory that the media is always trying to paint us in some weird light. The media is always trying to act like or pretend they love us and that we're really good and that we're really awesome. But let us lose one game or slip in one direction or do one little tiny thing that's a little weird, and they just start coming down like an angry fat principal, bro. It's just the craziest thing how the media just switches on us. And I personally believe it's just an us thing. And I know I'm saying that as a Bengals fan, but I just think they are so wishy-washy with us. I just wish Joe Burrow got whatever, force field that Josh Allen has. Whatever, good grace Josh Allen, whatever Josh Allen paid the media. I don't know what it is. I just wish Joe Burrow and the Bengals had whatever Josh Allen has. That guy can do whatever he wants, however he wants, whenever he wants, and he still has just superstardom. I'm not going to get into that debate, but I just want to know I am with you guys. A lot of y'all were saying in the comments, we are on the same page, so I love that. Sheldon Rankins, Geno Stone. First off, I knew of Sheldon Rankins, of course, just from his years in New Orleans, his years in New York, and his seasons that he had with the Houston Texans. When I found out how good Mr. Sheldon Rankins was, it was when we played him last year. And I love DJ Reader. You guys have heard me go on and on about DJ Reader. I think he was just a pivotal, just an important pillar to our team, not even our defense, our whole team And losing him in the locker room, it was scary for me to kind of think of. And it's just like BJ Hill and him were very much hip to hip, and a good love and good camaraderie was in the D-line. And so that just breaking it up away from his talents was tough for me to engage with. But you see Sheldon Rankins in that game against the Texans last year. One thing that he does that I've always wanted in DJ Reader, we put Zach Carter there, we put Jay Tuufele, sometimes Miles Murphy's there. I want a consistent interior pass rush on third downs. I want that. And that's no flack to DJ Reader. Like, it's not in his skill set, I guess, consistently. But you remember Geno Atkins, how it was so beautiful. And I think Geno Atkins really helped Carlos Dunlap look better than what he was, just saying. But you see Carlos Dunlap being able to bend the edges, bend that corner, and make that quarterback, force that quarterback to step up in the pocket. And there was Geno Atkins there to just knock him out. Sheldon Rankins is going to bring us back. You're going to have Trey Hendrickson bending that left tackle. And for so many times, we see the quarterback kind of step up and run down the middle. You could probably envision it right now through that one camera angle. You just see the quarterback step up and Trey barely misses him, and we just have nothing in the interior. Sheldon Rankins should very much so eliminate all that doubt. We should have very much consistent interior pressures on third down, and he's known as a run stopper. That's why Sheldon Rankins was someone that I wasn't really too pouty about when DJ Reader left. Of course, from a chemistry point and me loving DJ Reader, I wanted him there, but we still get a good run defender in Sheldon Rankins. And when Trey Hendrickson or maybe Sam Hubbard from time to time push that quarterback and make him step up, boom, Sheldon Rankins right there. How you doing? And so I love that. Love that for our defense. And now Geno Stone. So Geno Stone, Von Bell, they have had this connection, this friendship, this teammate thing for a very, very long time. I don't know when it actually stems from, but it stems from like Geno Stone is in Baltimore when Von Bell and him are kind of, working out together and doing good things together. And now there are starting safeties. We have Von Bell, who we all know and love, and we know is going to be around the ball. He's going to help us out with the run. And Geno Stone, who is just a safety that, how can I say this? And I hope you guys are here with me. Y'all remember Reggie Nelson? Man, Reggie Nelson was just so good at catching the ball, getting his hands on the ball. I love Jesse Bates, but for me, Jesse Bates was always at the right place at the right time. And sometimes he dropped these, easy to hard interceptions. I would say easier, but that's up for debate. He dropped one in the Super Bowl, but it's over. But I will say it is very, very reassuring to have a free safety in Geno Stone, a player that the Ravens needed. The Ravens really wanted Geno Stone to stay, but they kind of already have their guys at that safety spot, and he's just going to be way too expensive because they were spending so much money on Lamar. And so I love it. I think him and his ability to get his hand on the ball, he reads the eyes of the quarterback so well. I think him and Von Bell as our main safeties, and then we're going to have Jordan Battle as that third safety in the middle. Him being around the ball, him being around the line of scrimmage is going to be awesome. There's going to be so many ways we can disguise certain things of having Jordan Battle in a box, having Von Bell a little bit out of the box, and having, Geno at the very tippity top of the formation at his free safety spot, and right at Hut or right at some point, Jordan Battle shoots out, and Von Bell comes down into the box, and we are just able to just shift everybody around and just confuse everyone. I'm just happy we don't have Nick Scott in the building anymore, if I'm going to be frank and honest about it. Really happy he's not in the building, and we have a legitimate safety in Geno Stone. I think that is just going to bode perfectly well for our defense. Now, there is a comment that I do want to bring up again. Guys, you guys have to put RFF Bengals so I could bring up your comment, but he had mentioned, Dan Pitcher or Joe Burrow should be the people that are leading this offense. I disagree. Guys, the amazing things that we saw Jake Browning do last year, Zach Taylor was calling the plays, guys. If anything, I love the idea of us simplifying the offense, not making things too crazy or complicated to where whatever Jake Browning was able to do, make that a little bit of what Joe Burrow package or some plays he can get out of it to where things aren't too crazy, things aren't too difficult, things aren't too complicated, and they could just be easy plays like Jake Browning kind of had in his back pocket. And I love where the team is going. I love where our team is headed. I love how these new players that are coming into the building, they just fall in love with this so quickly. You know, remember Ted Karras? You would have thought that Ted Karras was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. We drafted him is out of the Cincinnati University, and he's been our starting Cincinnati center for Cincinnati years, right? That's just how he feels. He feels like he's only played at Cincinnati, and I just love that we have that, you know, glue to these players. And so y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I think we did a great job. I think everything is hunky-dory, awesome. And next time we'll talk about Jamar Chase's contract and how that's going to help us or hurt us. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe.